good day, everyone. So, our topic for today is all about waves. So, please watch the video until the end. I hope you'll learn from this video.
Waves. So there are two classification of waves. The first one is the mechanical waves and the second one is electromagnetic waves. Mechanical waves requires a medium while the electromagnetic waves do not require a medium. So there are two types of mechanical waves. The first one is longitudinal waves and the second one is the transverse waves. So our main topic for today is all about the two types of mechanical waves. So let us go first to the nature of waves. So waves carry and transfer energy. So some of them require a medium to transfer energy. So there are two kinds of waves. So the first one is the wave pulse and the second one is the wave train. So let us go back to the waves first. So waves is a disturbance that moves from one place to another through a vacuum, which is called the medium. So as a wave propagates, it carries energy away from its source. So as you can see in the picture, so if you tie a rope to a hook and shake the other end once, so a single disturbance will travel along the rope. So this single disturbance is what we call the wave pulse. So this one. So the rope acts as the medium through which the wave propagates. So let's go to the second example. So shaking the rope up and down several times will produce a series of disturbances. So this is what we call the wave train. So when you move the rope up and down, your energy is transferred to the rope, which causes the disturbance to travel along the rope. So as you notice in the picture. So these are the kinds of the waves. So wave pulse, a single disturbance. Wave train, a series of disturbance. Okay, so now let's go now to the two types of mechanical waves. Okay, so the first one is the transverse waves. Second one is the longitudinal waves. Okay, so let's go first to transverse waves. Okay, so transverse waves has vibrations perpendicular to the direction of the wave travels. So the propagation direction wave travels to the right, while the oscillation is the up and down. So these are the part of transverse waves. So this one is the crest, which is the highest point of the wave. And the lowest part or point of the wave is the trough. Okay, so the amplitude, so this is the maximum displacement from the equilibrium position. So this is the amplitude. And then the wavelength, this one. So the wavelength is the two successive troughs. So this one. And also the two successive crests. So this is what we call the wavelength. So next one, let's go to longitudinal waves. Okay, so it travels in a direction parallel to the direction of motion of the particles of the medium. So compression. So as you can see in the picture, this is the compression. So a region where the particles are pressed together. So as you can see in the picture, so they are pressed together. And the second one, the rarefaction. The rarefaction. It is a stretched region in between of successive compressions. So in between with the successive compressions. So this is the rarefaction. Okay, now let's go to the wave speed equation. Okay, this is the triangle method. So wave speed equals frequency times wavelength. So this is the symbol of wave speed, V, and then the for frequency is F and the wavelength is lambda. Okay, so frequency. So when we are going to find the frequency, this is the formula that you are going to use. So frequency equals wave speed over wavelength. So this is the symbol. And then for the wavelength, if you are going to find the wavelength, you have to follow this equation. Wave speed over frequency. Okay, so let's go now to the example problem. So waves with a frequency of 20 Hertz are generated along a spring. If the distance between a successive crest and trough is 0.45 meter, what is the speed of the waves? That is the first question. Second, at the same speed, what will be the wavelength if the frequency is increased to 60 Hertz? Okay, so when we are going to solve a problem, we need to use the GAFSA method, which is G stands for given, A stands for ask, F stands for formula, S for solution, and A for answer. Let's go first to the given numbers. Okay, so the first one, the F1 or the first frequency, which is 20 Hertz. And then for the second frequency is 60 Hertz. And then the last given number is 0.45 meter, which is the wavelength. So we will go now to what is asked. So the first one, what is the speed of the wave? So first one is wave speed, and the second one, what will be the wavelength if the frequency is increased to 60 Hertz? So the second is wavelength. So you are going to find the wavelength. So now let's go to the formula that we are going to use. Okay, so the first formula is we are going to find the wave speed. So wave speed equals frequency times wavelength. And the second formula that we are going to use is wavelength equals wave speed divided by frequency. So now let's go to the solution. Okay, so this is the first solution, which is the wave speed. So wave speed equals frequency over times wavelength. So the first given number, which is 20 Hertz. So 20 Hertz times the wavelength, which is 0.5 meter, equals, so you need to multiply the two given numbers. So 20 times 45 meter equals 9 meter per second. Okay, next one for the wavelength. So let's solve for the wavelength. So wavelength equals wave speed divided by frequency. So the wave speed is 9. So we got the wave speed already. So 9 meter per second divided by 60 hertz. So this is the answer, 0.15 meters. So this is now the wavelength. Okay, so the first answer is 9 meter per second, which is the wave speed. And the second one is 0.15 meter, which is the wavelength.